Hello everyone, welcome back. It's me, Angela, of course, and eventually it's time for a new kit. So I thought I would share this with you today so that it gives you enough time to order it if you want to. Of course, you're not obliged, so that we can finish our country retreat journal, and then this one's on its way to you. Right, so I'm really excited about this one. I haven't done this theme before. It's a seaside theme and a vintage seaside theme, so I really had the best time putting this together. It's something I've wanted to do for well over a year, and yeah, I started thinking about it as I do all these things, and then here we are. Anyway, I'm not going to talk too much. I know you're waiting to see it, so yeah, I love that tag, isn't it lovely? Right, so yeah, we've got blues, we've got touches of aqua, teals, reds. I just love how it's all come out. And of course, this is like the 40s, 50s sort of era, so when my mum was a little girl. Yeah, so let's have a look. Now, I've got a couple of kits. There are 3 kits. Of course, there's different options. You've got digitals, you've got printed kits, and you also have bundles. So that's everything that we've got. All right, so the kits, I have a little note here, my notes. You've got your journal pages, which are available in digital or printed, and that is based on whether you use a US letter size or an A4. All right, so that's the one. The other is I've combined my add-on kit with my ephemera kit, which is now more pages than the journal pages. I couldn't stop with that. So that's 26 pages. The journal pages are 21. You get the add-on or ephemera kit as a digital. It's one size, so that's easy enough. But of course, if you bought a printed kit, it's part of the printed kit setup, which I'll talk about later. And then the third thing I've put together are the background pages. And that's because they're 25 different background pages. So that kit is also available as a digital or as a printed kit. For the printed kit, you'd get 2 of each, so it's a 50-page kit. All right, and you're going to need lots of background pages for the kind of journal that we are going to make. All right, so that's what the thought process is there, and hence a lot of different ephemera. With the printed kit, you get 21 journal pages, single side printed. You get 14 pages of the journal pages themselves, which there are 14, and that will be double-sided printed with various background designs, which I'm yet to decide what they are from what we have here. All right, and then you get your add-on and ephemera pages. That's 26. And you don't get your background pages in the printed kit. You have to pay for that separately, unfortunately, because the journal kit is already 61 pages. All right, so you might need a little tractor for that. All right, so that's sort of the setup here. The bundle, I will show you. I've got a bundle to share with you as well. And it's a little bit different to what we normally do. Again, it's based on what I have in mind to make. Right, so let's get started. I'm going to get cracking. This is the journal pages in here. I've put a piece of tissue paper down. That's what I wrap your stuff in. That's the one that I wanted, a vintagey looking one. So, right, so here are the pages. So 14 actual journal pages and then some other pages here. I've also got 6 mini pages, which are half the size, which is also going to be relative to what we're going to do. So I did both. Right, so here's our first page. I love the little girls. I've really focused on the era and the sort of things that were happening. I racked my mother's brains for all sorts of information from her, bless her. Thank you, Mom. To tell me the sorts of things, the activities, and all sorts. So here we go. And I love the colours of the sea as well. So we've got little boys playing frisbee. We've got little girls collecting shells, people on their deck chairs, and deck chairs were a big thing. Yeah, so here's just another little image of all that's going on. There's sand castles being built, beautiful scene, and very shabby, because this is like a book you found in the attic and it's 80 years old. You know, it's that kind of scratched look, so I quite like it. Right, of course there were circuses and things going on, especially if you were at Blackpool. So it was a family outing, you know, lots of exciting things going on. So yeah, fish and chips, the boardwalk. People used to sit along there in their deck chairs and eat their hot chips and just look out at the sea and things all in a row. So so I'm told. I wasn't there. I used to live near a lighthouse, and I'm quite a fan of lighthouses. I used to live really close to a lighthouse when I was very little, and yeah, the beach was right there. So yeah, we've got all of this going on here. Love the starfish. Of course, there were donkey rides. You know, that was the highlight if you were on holiday in that era, or any time. I mean, it still happens now. You can go on a donkey ride. Then I just couldn't help but add pages where you could do a little bit more writing here and there, but I wanted to add in the children. So the little boys, I've got all sorts going on here. So we've got little boys, and I love these little boys. The little faces are too adorable. I've added in some flowers. Not that you get flowers really at the beach, but I just wanted to add in a little bit of floral art. So we've got that. Then we've got these little girls. Look at the cute little sundresses. I just adore them. And their hair with the bows. I love that. So we've got little girls. We've got some more little girls. Little Scozzies. I thought they were so cute. Very bulky, not like they are today at all. Little sundresses. They're collecting shells, as you would. And then some more children. These little boys are doing some fishing. I used to do this when I used to go to the beach. We'd have like a little line or a bucket and a little hand line, and we would be in the rock pools fishing. I remember that. Building sandcastles on the beach, of course you would. All right, so those are those. Then I've put in some writing pages. So we've got 2 of these. So people always ask me for writing pages. So I've added in this one and then one other. All right, beach huts also a big thing, aren't they? Right, so those are I think those are the 14 pages there. And I do like those. Then I've added some others because there's a lot of postcards going about. There wasn't the internet, of course, so you had to post cards from where you were to let people know how you're enjoying your holiday. You know, so I just wanted some stamps type things going on. So that's the one. And then I did another one, which was like a collage with starfish. Used to be mesmerized with the starfish. Right, so there we go. That's your journal pages, and these are just your mini pages, which are, I think there's 6 if I'm correct. Let me just see. So yeah, these are, yes, I did those ones as well. So all of those are in there. So that's everything that we've just had a look at. All right, so great for people who aren't able to set that up on their printer, and I often use that size. All right, so that's the one set, and then we've got the add-on ephemera, which is the next lot here. So this is the rest of this kit. So I've made tags, which I love tags, and we use them a lot, so it's definitely one of those, and another one. Then I've made the smaller tags. I do like a lot of tags. So I made one of the smaller, but then I went even smaller. All right, so I've made lots with weathered wood. I've made some with old-fashioned designs and some others. So we've got, what is that, 24 mini tags. All right, so that as well. Then we have got beautiful old-fashioned backgrounds, which I'll share with you in a moment. And I've been able to make some envelopes with them. So that's the big envelope. Another background on here with another envelope. And then I wanted some smaller ones. So there we have them. All right. And then, of course, we want pockets. So there they are. And these library cards. Love those. And then, you know, the circles and the other pockets that we have talked about. So, and you see me use these all the time, and then tabs, because, you know, I use those a lot too. So that's the ephemera side of things. All right, that's 11 pages, and then we've got 15 ephemera pages, and I've done a lot of what I like to do, but I've added in some extras as well. So we've got postcards here. I love those. I always like postcards. Little seals, I couldn't resist. I do like the animals. They come in some which way. I will find a way. So we've got some more of those. And then I made, I got some photographs here. Obviously they weren't Polaroids, but I wanted the extra bit to add bits on. So these are like sepia of family outings on the beach. You know, ice cream, lolly time, building sandcastles, picnics, collecting shells, and the usual things by the beach huts and all the things going on. So I just wanted to add some of those. Right, so I did this page. Love these. So some different sorts of bits to add. So like that. And then some more seals, some seagulls, little girls in their little sundresses. We've got all sorts of things, some stamps and all sorts of things going on there. And then, yeah, I've just added lots and lots of bits and pieces. We can layer up with these as well. So that's what I have got in here. So I really enjoyed putting this together. So here's some people taking a leisurely walk. I was always dressed up in that era. I've looked at my own family photographs. Everybody was dressed up, even on walking on the beach. You know, it's just such a stylish time. I love it. Another little boy. Oops, another little boy fishing. Little face. Cute. Deck chairs. Gotta love the deck chairs. Look at these two having a great time running in the shallow water. All right, so I've done that. And then added some Punch and Judy, because, you know, you got to have that. And sitting in a little fishing boat. And all the things that the kids you would enjoy. Yeah, some thoughts and notes pages. So yeah, lots here. Then I'm not doing the same style of altered book pages for this kit. I wanted something more vintagey, so I've added in some different vintage pages with some lace and that sort of thing. So we've got those. And then I did another one as well. So I had fun with that. Then I made a miniature version, a smaller version, just in case I needed a smaller size. Because, you know, I probably will. And then some altered ephemera, which I've added in there, and fussy cuts, lots of fussy cuts, everything that's to do with the beach. Right, so here we go. This is again some more vintage fussy cuts. Love this. Lots of stuff to cut out and layer up with here. So there we go. And then I've added a page of florals, and then love those. The last I've done is I've added some little label-y things. So labels and tickets and things relative where possible to the beach. So, you know, if you went to the theatre, or you were going to watch the Punch and Judy, or if you were going to the circus or anything like that, where these days they go to the arcade, don't they? So anything like that, hiring chairs, bicycles or what, it's all there. All right. So that's the add-on ephemera and journal side of things. All right, so this is what the printed kit would look like, except you'd have the 14 pages of the journal pages with the background on, so you can use those for your signature if you wanted to make that sort of journal. All right, so that's that one. All right, so these are the background pages. So we've got the seahorses, the jellyfish and everything there, and the colors here, they're amazing and they work perfectly with everything that we're going to do. So I've like created loads. Love the fish and the old-fashioned wallpaper. This one's great. You can cut some of these out as well to use for little embellishments on in your work. Lovely background page. I love this. I've put a lot of newspaper, you probably can't see, but right around the edges for a lot of the journal pages as well, I've put newspaper, because newspaper was the internet of the day. That's how everybody was informed. And of course you got your fish and chips in newspaper, so it's sort of relative to what I was thinking. Then I've made some new distress stripes, which, you know, everything's about stripes and dots. I always think of yellow polka dot bikini, although there's no yellow, but you know, so it's a lot of that sort of thing. And lovely teal and a lighter turquoise, and we've got blue, and we've got this sort of decking stripes, you know, love that. And then I've made some various vintage patterns, background patterns. So we've got the red. The red's a deep red. We've got the blue, and then like a denim blue. And then we've got this one. I love this one, where it's all sorts of layers going on here, which you probably can't see too well. And then I had fun with these, so I kept going. Different colored backgrounds and various things. And then I decided I wanted some more vintagey looking shapes, so we've got this, and they're all nicely distressed and matched with everything. We had to have a bit of a neutral page, so I brought that in there. And then we've got this lovely turquoise color, and then there's a nice teal color. Right, so we've got all of those, and then I've made new gingham pages as well. The deep red, the nice teal color, and the blue. So those are really the colors that we're working with here. And then I was just having some fun with these and made some distressed edged pages as well. So these are great. And another one, I was having a whale of a time. And then I did this weathered wood look as well. I think that's the last, yes. So that's 25 pages. And we will use a large majority of that. I plan to do lots of layering. So that's what that's about. All right, so that's your background pages. I did a bundle. Now, I haven't done any fabric in this bundle, and that's because I want to do a concertina type of journal, and it won't require fabric cover. So we're going to use paper to make the cover. So I didn't want to do fabrics for this one. All right, so this is what I did. I did a bigger ribbon bundle with lots of like trimmings and things and ribbons to do with beaches. So we've got the spots, the stripes, all sorts of things going on here, gingham, everything that I thought was very vintagey and sort of linked with the times. A lot of these are reversible, like this one here, which has got the light there and the dark there. You've got another one here. Is it this one? There's another one here which is also reversible, and you've got rickrack, which is variegated. So it starts off with the lighter colors and it goes into the different colors. So like the sea, which is got this one as well. So that's what we are going to be using for this journal. So instead of fabric, I wanted to use some of these where possible, so hence the variation in color. And as you can see, perfect colors for this. All right, and then with the lace, I've gone with some narrow ones predominantly. I've got two wider ones here, but a lot of it is quite narrow because I like little bits and pieces for what I'm planning to do. So we've got 12 lace variants here, and you can see all the beautiful color blues and greens that I've gone for. Some neutral and reds. Yeah, quite a variety of those aquas, mints, teals, blues, that sort of thing. All right, and we've got quite a variety, as I said. And then what I did was, as a little freebie for both of these, I mean, I will have the lace and the ribbon on offer as separate packs, but I like to do a complete bundle. I have bought a lot of charms, the Seaside charms. So you've got a selection. I think there's about 8 to 10. I must just check. Some will be, maybe one or two will be slightly different from this, but you're going to have the shells, the starfish, the feathers from the gulls, you know, different sorts of things going on here. So I will pack those in along with some of the beautiful buttons, which I love buttons. You've got the teal, the aqua, the mint, the greens, the blues, and everything in there as well. All right. So this will be called the Ultimate Seaside Bundle. And this kit is called Fun at the Seaside. Fun, like fun in the sun. Fun at the Seaside, I'm calling it. And so this is going to be the Ultimate Seaside Bundle. And yeah, and that's it really. I hope that all makes sense to you and you're excited about doing something. I know that we are probably at the end of summer. Well, we sure are. We've probably got a month of summer left here, because I think for us officially it changes sort of mid-September. That's when the seasons change in the UK, but it's very warm here and I still feel very summery. And you know, even if you have passed summer and had your holiday, it's nice to bring those photos back and do something with them while it's all fresh in your memory. So that's the plan here. The other thing is, I thought, thinking of my mum, it's a great idea to make this sort of journal, which is quite vintagey and historic, and add family photos for people who are struggling with their memory. You know, if they're starting with dementia or Alzheimer's, because I seem to find, and it is a thing in my family, that people tend to remember the past and not so much the now. And it's nice and comfortable and relaxing for them to see something that sort of encourages them to remember their youth and spurn those sort of initiate those conversations is the word I'm trying to get to. So just a thought, you know. Right, everyone, I am going to pack these and send them out towards the end of this coming week. So yeah, from about Thursday I will be sending these out so that I can get them all ready and printed and whatever. So if you're interested, you will find these in my everything. All the kits and bundles are available in my website shop. I do not have my Etsy shop open anymore. If you have any problems with anything and you are struggling somehow, I'm very quick to get back to you. Just drop me an email. You'll see my email at the bottom of the YouTube description box, or contact me some which way. But yeah, I no longer have my Etsy shop. I got rid of that now. So yeah, any problems, just get hold of me that way. Everyone, go and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm saying a lot. I do apologize. She does it again. It's been a very busy week for me. I nearly said a hell of a week. It has been a hell of a week for me. I've had so much to do with everything, collaborations and all this new kits, but also in my personal life, I've had all sorts going on. Both my children are changing homes and doing all sorts of things, and I need a week off, but there's no weeks off. I'm working. I'm going to have a slower pace hopefully soon. All right, guys, I will keep quiet now and take good care of yourselves. And if you need any help with anything, just drop me an email and I'll be sure to help you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.